and welcome. I am Raziel, and let's get to the top of this page. And so, Games Workshop, as you see, have a new model announced for Horus Heresy. It is the new Siegebreaker console. So we'll go through the article. I will give my thoughts on what I read and what I think. Like what I did last time, actually. I'm not going to do this every time. I'm just going to do models that I kind of want to look at or I enjoy. But like I said, we'll go through it. Bring down the house with the Siegebreaker console. The Space Marine legions are versed in many forms of warfare, scouting ahead of battle lines and sniping crucial targets, racing to exploit the unguarded flanks of the foe on gravity-defying jet bikes, or using roaring jump packs to smash headfirst into melee, and now bringing down buildings and hard targets with surgical precision. Siegebreaker consoles are experts at rapid deconstruction initiatives based on precise application of extreme explosive force. In other words, they blow stuff up. These consoles use their encyclopedic knowledge of demolition to help their allies bring down defensive structures and efficiently destroy armoured vehicles. Clad in thick plates of customized artificer armor, as if to mock the very reinforced structures and vehicles he instructs his brothers to destroy. This Siegebreaker is equipped with a mighty thunder hammer and the obligatory set of phosphex bombs. His terminal is presumably loaded with reams of data on structural weakness, and the best places to focus anti-tank fire to slice through the armoured holes. It has even a holographic display because deafening bombardments redirects sadly prevent lengthy lectures on the best methods of laying siege. He's an Iron Warrior, and this is an expert miniature made from forged resin, coming with 2 choices of head, and we'll have more news when he's released in the near future. Right. Yeah, basically this is just a fluff piece. It's just like, hey, this is what he is and this is what he does. It's kind of that's it. Bit patronising when it goes, in other words, we blow stuff up. Yeah, okay, we get it. That was just, I know they're trying to be funny, but I honestly feel like it comes off a bit more patronising. Anyway, like I said, it's fluff stuff, and that's it. He is kind of cool looking, except that head is really freaking goofy. Like, I do not like that head. It looks... it's a nicely sculpted head, and it's a nice face, which is weird for Games Workshop, to be honest with you. But it just looks really goofy. I don't know what else to say about it. It looks kind of weird. I don't know. Like I said, that looks kind of goofy to me. Like, is he smiling or what? Anyway, let's get past that. Like, this artificial armor, I quite like it. I think it looks kind of cool. I've got to say, I like this. It's very plain. There's no real Legion marking. Look, this is a model which looks good because you can see it being used for loyalists or traitors. This is not a model which is like the loyalist, like the champion you got. That was very much a loyalist champion. That was a loyalist console, and the esoterist is very much a traitor console. I'm glad to see that we got a console here which is very much neutral. He will fit in any army. I do like this, and I like the plain look of Horus Heresy. I like how they kept the artificer armor very plain. There's not much. Well, there's lots of detail. Don't get me wrong, but it's not flamboyant. It's not, full of markings and all other sort of insignia and everything else. It's a very plain armor. I like it. I think this is a really nice looking model. Again, except the head. The head is really goofy. I don't know why, but that human head looks goofy. The Thunder Hammer I do also enjoy. I think this Thunder Hammer is a really nice looking Thunder Hammer. I think this is one of the best ones I've seen. It's kind of cool, because it looks like it's meant to do a job. A lot of 40k and Horus Heresy, weapons tend to be really flamboyant, and like I said, they're ostentatious. But this looks very plain. Like, this guy just is there to do a job, and that's it. I think that's fantastic. I really do like it. Sometimes less really is more. I'm not too keen on these though. These little things here. Obviously it's to radio out stuff, but not a big fan. Honestly, I'd probably just trim them off. Just don't like them. That's it. Phosphex bomb looks pretty cool as well. Like I said, it's a nice looking model. I really do like it. Yeah, I've got to say, that looks pretty cool. I like these little details here of the artificer armor. I don't know what you call that. I do like that. Like, in 40k, artificer armor tends to be more, like, atomically correct. You see that it's all, like, built in, like, pecs and stuff. And that's cool. But I like this as well because it looks a lot older. It looks more like an antique version of that. And you can see the evolution from the Horus Heresy to 40k. And it looks good. I like this. I think the plainness and the very much dialed back works for it. I really do. Okay, so it's a Mark 6 head. Again, that's actually a nice looking Mark 6 head. Again, I do like that one, because again, you've got a little bit of thingamajiggery there. Of course, it's going to be a head, so you can change it anyway, you know. So I'm not really. It's a nice looking head. I think it fits the model. It fits what he's going to do. The backpacks again is pretty cool. I like this. But I kind of was looking at this just a second ago and I was thinking Ghostbusters, and I don't know why Ghostbusters jumped into my head, but Ghostbusters. More Phosphex bombs, a nice strap. Again, it's very dialed back. It's very reserved. I really enjoy it. I think when I see a model like this, when it's far more reserved and not just full of detail, it looks good. It looks great. It looks like it's got a job to do in the middle of the 40k Horus Heresy. God, that's a bit of a bloody. That's doing my head in that there. Keep thinking like, did they accidentally delete a piece while they were trimming it? I think they have. I think that's a bit of a bad Photoshop job there. Anyway, but this been so far dialed back and just everything's just basically there to do the job. It's got the screws, they look good. These with the flathead screws. Just imagining like him coming out with a screwdriver going, I need to tighten this screw. And it looks good. I gotta say, the grenade there, of course, holster. But honestly, I think this is probably one of their best models. I like this bloody tactical. Seriously, a tactical rock. Get rid of them. I hate these things. I have a big issue with tactical rocks. Especially on models that are meant to look very kinetic. He's not meant to look kinetic. He's meant to be there posing, and he's just directing fire. I get that. So it's not too bad on this one. I don't like him, but like on models like on Gene Stealer, it always anchors them, and it takes away a lot of the kinetic movement. Anyway, just me. This thing here, this display, this is kind of cool. I like this. This is a good paint job too, actually. I do like this. This is kind of cool. But this thing here, this is so nice. Like this is like the most outplay. Like this is the most detailed part. Is this holographic display here? If you had the time and effort, one thing I'd probably do is get like an epic model and trim that down, or just put a couple of them on it, or like one or two of the soldiers on there. That's what I would do, because that would make it a bit more 3D. But I do like this. This is very cool looking, very sci-fi. I know holographs are becoming really cliche in sci-fi right now, but they kind of done it. This has become like a 40k hi-fi. Hi-fi hologram, idiot. Because it's like you can even see there's like distortion here. This is really well made. I really like this. I do. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, the buttons, like everything's so like it. To me, this is what it should be. Like this, got the 4 buttons. He's literally telling what people to do. You got your little camera there. Got the 2 dials. This one or this one, and these buttons. Like click, 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 click. But it's so it's like I said, it's so dialed back. It's so reserved. It's a model which you can see is meant to do its job, and that's it. And yeah, I kind of like it. It'll probably be about £27.50. Most consoles are, which isn't too bad. But if you look at his rules, which I actually was looking at beforehand, because I was thinking, wait, Siegebreaker, does that sound familiar? It doesn't sound familiar. I think this is something wrong. Do we need to buy a new book for this? And we don't. It's actually in his starter's book. And actually, he's got some cool rules. You have the Art of Destruction. His special rules are, he gains Sunder and Art of Destruction special rule. The Art of Destruction, at the start of each shooting phase, a controlling player may nominate one friendly unit with at least one model within 6 inches of him with this special rule, and now that unit gains Sunder as well, which is pretty cool. I actually quite like that. So he actually does also buff a unit as well to also help be more destructive. I'm just wondering, you'd probably put that on a destroyer unit, a devastator unit, heavy weapons unit. And it doesn't say no vehicles either. Like it just says a model within 6 inches. So maybe that it also counts towards vehicles. So if that counts towards vehicles as well, that would be cool. Like I said, it doesn't say. Like I just read it out to you. Yeah, it just doesn't. This unit, there you go. Nominate one friendly unit. That's it. His war gear, which is optional as well. So we'll just talk about this quickly. Siegebreaker gains a Nuncio Fox, and 3 phosphex bombs, which we see on there, for no additional cost. In addition, any Legion Rapier carriers with quad launchers in the same detachment may be upgraded. Oh, that's quite cool. So, if you got some Rapier carriers with with him that he's added to, same detachment. Hold on, wait a minute. I thought it was same. Wait, no, cool. So wait, no, I'm just sorry. I am reading this out as I'm talking. Any Legion Rapier in the same detachment can also have phosphex canister if they have a quad launchers. That is cool. At 20 points, that's not too bad. Well, 20 points per model, obviously. And any Legion Arquiter squadrons with Morbius bombards in the same detachment can also have phosphex shells. Now, what do phosphex shells do? Let's just double check this. Now, grenades are kind of cool. I do like using grenades. They've got really good since from way back when. Anyone remembers back when grenades were basically, let's throw this. Oh, now we got a scatter. Oh no, the grenades literally the wind caught the grenade and now blew up the person who threw it. Oh dear. And so having them as more of a shooting weapon with a range is really good. I do like that. And so yeah, actually so you're boosting up your army straight away. To phosphex. I mean, it's going to be I think this might be well worth it because he's kind of. Let's have a look. Phosphex bomb. Let's have this. I'll just see what we can grab. Basically, phosphex shell. Arquiter Morbius bombard, 24 inches, strength 5, AP 2. Ordnance 1 blast, 3 inches. Poisoned, crawling fire, lingering death. Oh, that's nasty. Phosphex canister shot, rapier, 12 to 24 inches. That's quite cool. Strength 4, so it's a drop. But AP 3. Heavy 1, barrage, blast 3 inches, poison 3 plus, like the phosphex shell, and crawling fire, lingering death. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, that does look like it'll be pretty nasty. It's even against Space Marines. That's kind of cool, actually. It looks like you can really boost what you're doing. Like, you're going to cause a lot of damage straight away. And for grenades, let's see if we can just find grenades. He's actually reading his book while he's talking. He should have scripted this. I'm boring when I script stuff. I know that. I'm like, yes, I will talk like this. I'm reading my script. It's really, really boring. I can't find grenades. Anyone tell me what page grenades are on? Anyway, so bolt weapons. I would assume that phosphex was pretty much the same. I would. The crawling fire. That seems to be the most prominent one in it. Yeah, you got crawling fire on all of them. Phosphex bombs. Yeah, phosphex bomb. It looks like, oh yeah, because I'm talking like a grenade. I'm an idiot. So 1, right, range 6 inches, strength 5, AP 2. So 1 use, obviously, but he has 3 of them. So that's pretty cool. Blast 3 inches, poison 3 plus, crawling fire, lingering death. So yeah, this seems to be a pretty cool model, and I quite like it. The model looks good. He seems to have a decent set of rules attached to him. I better check his points too before that. He's a consul, so he's probably going to be. He's not going to be that high points. He's going to be about £27.50. Like I said, all the other consoles. And let's have a look. Let's just put him as his lowest. Command squad and Centurion. Not as a praetor. Let's make him a Centurion because that will work because we can make him a consul. 60 points. It's going to be a low points cost, relatively decent price cost. So yeah, honestly, this is a nice looking model, and you've been looking at his ass for the last 5 minutes. Let's look at his ugly face again. Yeah, I quite like this. I like this model. I think he looks cool. It's very dialed back. I like the fact it's reserved. I like it's not all detail, and I do like that. I can't see any real issues at all. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. I think this is going to be a nice look. I'm definitely going to add this to my army. Yeah, I'm kind of doing Imperial Fist at the moment because I needed to get out of a rut. Like, I was a real big rut with my models, and I want to get out of my comfort zone. So, the best thing I could do is do the army I hate. I know it sounds weird and a bit paradoxical, but that's just me. Nice looking model. I like it. I think he looks cool. Definitely going to be getting him. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. What do you guys think? What do you think of this model? I think he looks kind of cool. Your thoughts down below, as always. And I'll see you again soon. Links to Wayland Games down below if you wish to save up to 20% on your Warhammer and free delivery after £20. There is also Forbidden Planet as well. like comics, graphic novels, DVDs, manga, all that cool stuff. And talking about comics, there's my comic. If you want to see Little Red Riding Hood, just go ham on some cyborg werewolves. And finally, there is my merchandise, cups, t-shirts, stickers, what everyone else does. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.